What's good, everybody? It's your boy Rondre 3000, and this is going to be my follow-up review to the mini review that I did for Turtle Beach PX5s. PX5 is their latest and greatest model, and the million-dollar question I've been getting is, are PX5s worth it? Are they any good? And unfortunately, my answer to that's going to be, it depends. If you're still playing a whole lot of Modern Warfare 2 or maybe even COD 4, the PX5s are going to serve you really well. The Footstep Mastery preset, which is preset 7, works pretty good. I wouldn't say that it works night and day beyond other headsets, but it does actually work. The flip side to that is a lot of different headsets let you soundwhore footsteps really well in Modern Warfare 2, and that's just due to the sound engine that they used. At $250, that's kind of going to be a decision you got to make for yourself. The problems that I ran into the PX5 came with Black Ops. Now, as most of you know, the sound engine for Black Ops is a lot different than the sound engine that was in Modern Warfare 2. Sound whoring just isn't as viable an option in Black Ops. Maybe if you're playing free-for-alls and TDMs or Search and Destroy, Ninja Pro is a better perk for those kind of game types, but for just as a perk you want to run all the time, I tend to shy away from it. I prefer running Tac Mask Pro, Hacker Pro, and other perks like that. Now, this is a free-for-all game where I am running Ninja Pro and using the PX5s on preset 7, and I am able to soundwhore a few people here, but it's definitely not like it was in Modern Warfare 2. So unless you're sticking to game types like S&D or maybe even Team Deathmatch on big maps where there aren't a whole lot of explosions or other ambient noise going on, I don't know that I'd necessarily say that the PX5s are the be-all end-all in headphones. In fact, I know they're not, because right after this game here, I put back on my AD700s and Astro Mix Amp and was able to soundwhore just as well, if not better, with my normal headset. But speaking of ambient noise, with preset 7, you are able to have footsteps isolated so they stand out a little bit better. But what I did find was ambient noise is also increased. So on maps like WMD, where when the train comes along, or launch, when the missile actually launches, or Hanoi, or no, I'm sorry, not Hanoi, but Kowloon with the rain, those types of noises do get in the way of actually being able to soundwhore when you are able to do it. It has to be somewhat quiet for you to pick out those noises the way they're supposed to with preset 7. And here you're actually going to see where preset 7 and the PX5 actually lets me down. This guy actually hops out the window and comes in behind me. Something like that just wouldn't have happened in Modern Warfare 2. So in the interest of giving the PX5s a really in-depth review, I decided to put them to work on another game. This is Bot Zone gameplay from Killzone 3, and if you're unfamiliar with the game, let me just tell you now that the sounds in this game are incredible. Unfortunately, there isn't a lot of sound whoring to be had, but it's almost as if your ears are overwhelmed by all the sounds in this game, from the gunshots to the ambient rings and hisses and other footsteps in the game. It's just really, coming from Black Ops, it's almost TMI for your ears. There are a lot of noises in the game. The sounds are very rich and full, but I was a little disappointed. I played this on preset 7 again for the Footstep Mastery perk and wasn't really able to pick out enemy footsteps to the point where I was like, wow, this actually works. And I also played on presets 3 and 4 again, the Dolby headphone presets that enhance treble and bass. And again, I was disappointed to hear that in explosive scenes, I was getting bass distortion, and that's just not something you want to hear when you are paying $250 for a headset. In comparison, the Turtle Beach HPX has absolutely no issues with reproducing bass sounds, and even the PX21s sound really good on the low end. So to say I was disappointed with the PX5s and their ability to, I guess, rattle my dome or even just handle normal bass sounds is kind of an understatement. Where they do shine is in their accuracy. I was able to see that guy, or I'm sorry, able to hear that guy at the end of the street before I actually saw him. And coming up right here to my left, I just got lucky here. I didn't actually hear that guy making footsteps. I just happened to turn around and there he was. So up next in this sound test of mine is going to be some music. I figured, hey, if you're paying 250 bucks for a headset, you might as well run it through everything I would ever listen to on a headset, right? So I decided to listen to some hip hop, some alternative music, and I guess you'd call it some classics here. And this is another area where the PX5s did fairly well. One thing I'll note is if you're going to be listening to music on your PX5s, make sure you do it on preset 1, which is the flat setting without Dolby headphone processing. I listened to this passage on one of the presets with Dolby headphone, and I totally missed out on one of the guitars. You can actually hear two separate guitars in stereo. With Dolby headphone processing, one of the guitars was actually missing. And this song here is actually one of my favorite songs of all time. It's actually the ringer on my cell phone. The PX5s really shined when playing music. Everything was accurate. With preset 4, bass was okay. I was still able to overpower it with really strong sections of bass, but the highs and mids sounded exceptionally clear. So if you're a music connoisseur that plans on listening to music a lot, I would say the PX5s will do you well. And to round out my test here of the PX5s, I put it through a scene from Transformers 2. And I run a few different headphones and speakers through this test, so I have a pretty good baseline of what things should sound like and where I'll be able to pick out certain sounds. Stuff like bass, mids, highs, imaging. And again, we got a reoccurring theme here. The PX5s and the processing in the transmitter unit are extremely accurate as far as imaging. Where the PX5 continues to fail is in the production of low-end frequencies, which again is another huge surprise considering the Turtle Beach HPX is really good at producing bass. If I didn't have or never heard my AD700s, I'd still be playing with HPX headphones. They are a really good headphone. So I guess in summary, I should say that if you are going to be purchasing or looking at purchasing the Turtle Beach PX5s solely for playing Black Ops, save your money. The sound engine just isn't there. I wouldn't say it's necessarily the fault of the headset, but definitely more the production of the game Black Ops itself. If you're playing a lot of Modern Warfare 2 or COD 4 still, then yeah, the PX5s are an okay buy. I don't know that I'd spend $250 on them, but if you could get them, say, on the cheap, maybe used, or if you got a gift card, or maybe got them as a gift from someone else, I would say that the most I would pay for the PX5s right now, probably in the 175 to 200 range. Just because I do believe there are still some faults in them. And maybe some of these faults will be corrected once their advanced sound configurator is released. Maybe some of the issues that I heard with bass reproduction and low-end frequencies can kind of be solved, I guess you'd say. But as an all-around headset for surround sound, I just can't go there. Yes, they do sound good in certain frequencies, but again, at $250, they should sound good in all frequencies. And I haven't even gotten into the issues I had with Bluetooth chat and that sound quality over the PS3. To say I was overwhelmingly disappointed is an understatement. So while I was expecting the PX5s to beat out my AD700s and Mixamp in terms of sound quality for gaming, movies, and music, I'm actually kind of glad that they didn't, because I'd have to spend another $250 on a better sound experience. So that's it for my review, guys. If you have any specific questions, please go ahead and leave them in the comments. I read every single comment, so I'll be sure to get to yours. Go ahead and leave a like if you like the commentary. If you leave a dislike, please let me know why, so I can go ahead and improve these kinds of reviews and commentaries that I do. And as usual, guys, peace out.